Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is a Monday. It's the last Monday of 2020, by the way. Yeah! Woo! Am I the only one excited about that?
That's great. I'm so exhausted from this year. I can't
it
do
is.
anything anymore.
On this Monday, we celebrate National Short Film Day. I actually really do like short films because there's a lot of really funny short films. It wouldn't have been a good movie, like a 2-hour movie, but to have like a little 5, 10, 20-minute short film. So there's some really funny ones out there, and some of those are really well done. National Chocolate Candy Day today. Yummy.
I think every day should be a day for chocolate candy.
National Card Playing Day today. Pledge of Allegiance Day today.
That's a good one.
Holy Innocents Day today as well. And I have a guest joining me, a young man by the name of Tyler Posey. You might know him from Scary Movie 5. He was also on the TV show Teen Wolf. He was Adam on there. He was on the TV program. There's a whole bunch of them on here. I'm scrolling through. Let's see. Sherwood. What else? A bunch of Marvel stuff. Tons of Marvel stuff. Jane the Virgin. He's got a new movie out. It's called Alone. And it just recently came out. And, Fast and Furious. He was in that as well. Ton of stuff. Going to be chatting with him for Movie Star Monday in just a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Planning to make a resolution here later this week? Well, you might want to try something other than losing weight. A new study finds the average person sets a goal to eat healthier 4 times a month. And they follow through with it 0 times a month. This is also a time that a lot of people sign up for gyms. They sign up to, get like a health plan and they commit to it for a year. But the problem is they're done with it before February gets here. So if you're going to make a New Year's resolution, make one that you're actually going to stick to or somehow have consequences to yourself if you don't. Also another survey. By the way, I've done that. How many years in a row have we done that?
Oh my gosh. So many.
Only 20.
But this is the year.
30. Yeah, this is the year, Heidi. Another survey found that half of remote workers admit to drinking during the workday. Maybe there's a resolution for you there.
There you go. Yeah.
Don't drink during the workday.
Wow.
All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Someone returned a stuffed hare on Tuesday that had been stolen from a restaurant. Here's the thing that's interesting. Surveillance video showed an unidentified customer at the 1933 lounge picking up a taxidermy hare, Theodore A. Hare. The animal, dressed in a fancy suit, carrying an old shotgun, serves as the restaurant's mascot. Well, they posted on social media that, hey, somebody took our rabbit.
Right.
And they offered a $500 gift card for its safe return. And the person in charge of marketing there is the one that posted all this. And they said, yeah, it's going to cost us like $1,000 to have a new mascot made.
And it won't be the same.
No. And they said, no questions asked, no hard feelings, just bring him back. Well, they got him back. Somebody dropped him off in a trash bag with a little note that says, sorry, this was a drunken mistake. He was well taken care of. And the good news is he wasn't destroyed or anything. So they didn't get the $500 gift card. They just brought it back and they're like...
How could you? I mean, could you imagine going in there and using that every time?
Look what I found. You look just like the guy on the video. Yeah, what a coincidence.
I believe my dinner is on the house this evening.
That is what happens when your brain is on drugs. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. And we must have like nothing happening in Hollywood right now. I know it's been like a really quiet year. There's not been the big blockbusters. There's not been a lot of the things that we typically have. By the way, I just want to say thank you to, speaking of like blockbusters, I was just thinking about Bruce Valanche. It was really cool that he was our guest on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. Bruce Valanche Claus. He's the writer for the Oscars for many, many, many years and all of those things. But here's my story. I got one story for today.
Okay.
Nothing going on in Tinseltown. Big screen, little screen. Swedish actor Dolph Lundgren has been seen running errands in L.A. with a wedding band, sparking rumors that he married his personal trainer, Emma Krokdahl, who is 40 years younger than Lundgren.
Dolph is the only thing happening in celebrity news.
Dolph,
wow.
You are a top story today, dude. I don't even know how that's news.
Right?
Is somebody going, okay, I got to write a story. Hey, here's something.
Wasn't that guy somebody once? Let's write about him.
I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in the public eye. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org. Adolf Hitler had a pet alligator that just recently passed away in May. The alligator was 84.
That same alligator was still alive. Holy
They're
cow.
going to stuff this alligator and put him on display at a Russian museum. So that is just a bizarre story because you would never think.
Who was raising his alligator after his
I have no idea.
untimely demise?
Yeah, I don't know. But the whole thing is just bizarre that that's even in the news right now because you're like, oh, that was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
So this 84-year-old alligator must have been a baby back then.
I just wonder who took it and how they decided who was going to get to keep
I have no idea.
Hitler's
I
alligator.
have no idea. And I don't know what the alligator's name is. I don't. All I know is everything I just told you. So I have a link to it in the show notes, but you know how much I cared about it? I didn't click the link.
Not enough to look.
No. A video of a group of surfers riding a giant 40-foot wave in Northern California is surfing around the internet. It's gone viral. And 40-foot wave, that's a pretty tall wave, I would guess.
That's a big wave, yeah.
I don't know how tall normal waves are, but 40 feet, it's a giant 40-foot wave, so it must be a big one. 90-year-old grandmother became the first person to get the COVID vaccine. I think this is like 2 weeks ago now. Mm-hmm. So this is a story that I've had it on my list, and I don't get through everything every day. So then when I get done, I whatever I don't get to, I copy it and paste it to the next day. But for some reason, that has not made it. So I thought, I'm going to read it before it's like old news, but too late. Apple temporary closing all stores in California amid ongoing surge of COVID cases in the state. Connecticut police arrested a mall Santa. This is a weird story.
Yeah, you were telling me about this one.
Connecticut police arrest a mall Santa who exposed himself to a woman. Mm-hmm. So what was going on there? Was he... Because I don't...
He had to have been...
Under the influence or something. I just don't know why he would say, hey, come over here. Got a Christmas package for you. I mean, I have no clue what the plan was. What did he think was going to happen? She was going to propose to him or something? I have no idea. I
did like his reasoning, which we can't say on the radio, but if you want to look it up and see why he did what he did.
I don't even remember. I'll have to ask you afterwards. And Danny Shanahan, famed cartoonist for The New Yorker, recently arrested in upstate New York for having underage children porn on his computer.
Oh, what? Yeah, I don't understand the number of people that are caught with this stuff.
That is so crazy. The all-new Hennessy Venom F5 supercar boasts a 1,817 horsepowers. I think I said that wrong. And can hit top speeds of 311 miles an hour. That seems like a little more than most people would need, but it also costs a little more than most people have at just $2.1 million. Yeah, that's a. Where would you even put a car like that? Wouldn't you be afraid to drive it?
I wouldn't ever want to drive.
I would be so afraid to even.
We don't even. I mean, our car is what 2013.
Mine's 09, I think. Mine is.
Yeah, and I think mine is like 13. And I
pull into the store. I'm like, hey. Back off. Put a space between us there, mister.
Well, and that's what is so awful about it. I mean, for us, a 2013 was a pretty new car.
It is.
And we pull into a
millennium.
parking lot and somebody scratches the heck out of the side of it like a deep gouge.
Can't even imagine.
So I would
$2
never
million.
buy an expensive vehicle.
For those of you who can afford it, that's awesome. And thank you for choosing to listen to us right here on the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Movie Star Monday. Super excited to visit with a very fun guest today, Mr. Tyler Posey. And he's been in a ton of stuff. He's been in Made in Manhattan, Without a Trace, Smallville, a bunch of things on the big screen and little screen also. Lincoln Heights, what else do we have on here? Teen Wolf, Jane the Virgin, a bunch of Marvel stuff. Marvel Rising, Sherwood, and Fast and Furious, a lot of things. And he's got a new project out. It's a movie called Alone, and we've got Mr. Posey on the line right now. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're excited to chat with you. We're going to talk about some of the other stuff first, but let's start right here with this new movie, Alone. And I see here it's a pandemic thriller, and you couldn't have picked much better time to put out a pandemic thriller.
Yeah, man, and we filmed this over a year ago, so this was before our own pandemic was even a thought, and it's just bizarre, how synchronized my character, whatever he goes through, is just like what the world and everybody else is going through right now. He's quarantined for 40 days. He has a social distance relationship. There's a pandemic going on. He has to stock up on food and supplies and try to survive. You can't get infected by the people out there. We have zombies instead of people with COVID, but it's pretty intense, man.
And 100% of this project was recorded and filmed and done, all of that, way before COVID was even a thing?
Way before, yeah. We had no idea. So you can blame us for putting it out in the universe, but pretty intense.
Well, we'll talk more about Alone here in a minute, but right now let's talk about some of the other projects you've been a part of, because you've been a part of a lot of stuff. Some movies, Men of Honor, Made in Manhattan, but then also a bunch of TV shows like Doc, Brothers and Sisters, Lincoln Heights, and Teen Wolf. That's one that I know is real popular. Jane the Virgin, Sherwood, Fast and Furious Spy Racers. So when you're out in the wild, like talking to people, what's the project you get recognized for the most?
Oh, definitely Teen Wolf. That was my, and probably still is my claim to fame. Also, Made in Manhattan when I was a kid. People tend to bring that up a lot also. But I'm super proud, so proud of these projects. I love them, and I hope they go down to the grave with me.
When you look at some of the projects you've done or for television and others are for movies, do you prefer being the same character for a long, long time like Teen Wolf?
It's nice, you get to find little nuances. As an actor, you're always kind of trying to find different challenges for your character and growing your character. And, doing that in a movie, it's just you can do that just like my character in Alone. Aiden, he has this great rebirth and arc. But with a TV show, it's a lot more drawn out. You can kind of have these dips and valleys, and it's like a roller coaster ride. So I enjoy both. I really do. There's not one I like more than the other, particularly.
Also in the film Alone, Donald Sutherland is in this, and he's just an iconic legend of an actor. What was it like working with him?
Dude, it was so cool. I couldn't believe that we got him for this flick. I couldn't believe his passion. Like, he was so down to just give it his all. And he loved it. I really think he loved the script, and he loved working with me. We rehearsed in his trailer for hours. So the dude is more passionate than anybody I've ever met, even though he's been doing this for longer than anybody I've ever met. And I was just super blown away and impressed by his work ethic, his passion for the project, and just acting in general. That dude is a born actor and was just the sweetest person to have on set. It was so much fun. It was so cool. And his character choices are insane. I don't want to give anything away, but this guy, he's like the best part of the whole movie.
Very cool. I always thought he seemed like a nice guy. Again, the movie is called Alone. It's not on the big screen. It's actually available through video on demand. I'm going to throw a link to that online. And folks used to look forward to going to the theater to watch movies. Now you can actually look forward to just like watching it right there in your living room, in your pajamas even.
That's something to look forward to also.
Very, very nice. Again, the movie is called Alone. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us about it. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
And I'm going to make it really easy to find the movie Alone. It's in the show notes for today. You'll find a link, Donald Sutherland, and then again, our guest, Tyler Posey, and many other people. It looks really good. And again, it's a pandemic thriller. So, if you want to take your mind off the pandemic, maybe this ain't the film for you. But if you want to see how they deal with it, you can certainly check it out. It's called Alone. All of the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at tylerehab.com. They want to help. tylerehab.com. That's tylerehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are about 113,000 gas stations in the United States of America. By the way, the vast majority, over 99,000, are combined with a convenience store or a Food Mart store.
Yeah.
So most of them. Not all of them, though.
That number, for some reason, seems kind of low to me.
Really? 113,000?
113,000, but I'm even just thinking our little town, how many are even super close to our house? If you spread that across the whole country, I guess I would assume that number is way bigger, but
I think that's a pretty good sized number. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. You're kind of hard to impress, aren't you?
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline India. This is such a crazy story. A 9-year-old girl in India was playing music on the synthesizer for 6 hours straight, which that part's not the crazy part, while she was undergoing brain surgery. What? Yeah, so
they had her doing that, so they knew.
Yeah, they're like, okay, you just keep doing this, and she's playing like hot cross buns or whatever she was playing on there. She probably knows how to play it. I don't know how to play anything, but I can play "Mary Had a Little Lamb."
6 hours, that's a long time.
They would be very sick if Mary Had a Little Lamb if it was me. I thought you would get like put under when you're doing brain surgery, but they had her playing a synthesizer for 6 hours while she's 9 years old. Did all that while she was undergoing brain surgery in India. It's a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Heidi, I love you so much. I love you very, very much, but I don't know that I would do this.
Okay.
This is not a good plan. A love-struck British Romeo landed in hot water after riding his jet ski across the Irish Sea to go visit his girlfriend during the COVID pandemic. He had less than 10 minutes of fuel left, and he doesn't know how to swim.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So what would you have done? 28-year-old Dale McLaughlin is the guy's name. He never rode a water scooter before either. He spent 4.5 hours on the craft in his madcap dash to visit his new girlfriend. The North Ayrshire man was jailed for 4 weeks after admitting that he arrived there unlawfully. The craziest thing is he doesn't know how to swim. family sources told. And they say he's a nice lad, but he's thick as a brick. Does that mean that he's not smart or he's really stubborn?
So
I'm not sure what that means.
arriving there unlawfully, which means what? He didn't pass through.
He wasn't supposed to leave his country. There's like things are on lockdown. He wasn't supposed to go. And he's like, I can just take the jet ski and drive across the sea. I'll catch up to her. So, 25-mile journey.
She appreciated that because that's a pretty devout guy right there.
Yeah, it says 10 minutes left of fuel. It was a 25-mile journey.
Scary.
He initially thought it would only take 40 minutes, but then he encountered rough weather, and he was out there for 4.5 hours. Can you imagine 4.5 hours on a rough sea on a jet ski?
When you don't know how to swim.
When you don't know how to swim. Like I said, Heidi, I love you, but I wouldn't do something like that. That's a bad idea. This is Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A Tijuana man smuggled more than 300 pounds of protected sea cucumbers into the United States. And he was federal judges, sentenced to 6 months in custody.
What's a sea cucumber?
I'm not exactly sure, but he's in quite a pickle.
Wow. Wow.
The value of the sea cucumbers, by the way, exceeds $60,000. How many did he have? 300 pounds of them. Huh.
I got to look that up.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
Sea cucumber is.
Sentenced, ordered to pay $10,000 in restitution to the Mexican government as compensation for the loss of their natural resources. So he went there illegally, smuggled these things, got caught, got himself in all kinds of trouble. And I'm not sure if a sea cucumber is like a cucumber.
No, it's like a fish.
Is it living?
Yeah.
It's kind of gross looking.
It's very gross
It's
looking.
a little bit weird. Thanks for listening to today's Moment of Duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Fake News or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up before your very eyes just to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida. How about this one? A Palm Bay, Florida man accused of breaking into a home and attacking the homeowner, all while completely naked. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
It is a true story. They don't know why he was not wearing clothing. 55-year-old Arthur Curry was arrested for this little jaunt that he took out of his way. Gave a false name, by the way, when they got there. He did not have any ID on him because, well, he was nude. But they have no idea why. But he walked into a home that wasn't his own and got himself in all kinds of trouble. Now you know. This is today's Fake News or Florida on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org. Hashtag gift card challenge on social media. Here's a fun story for you here. A mayor hopes to boost the economy with a thing called 2,000 Acts of Kindness Challenge. This is happening in Indiana, and they've launched this. It says way back in January. No, that's when they want to have it completed. Okay, I see. It says it's time to show that who we really are. Let's finish this difficult year on a positive note, do something kind, and receive a $50 gift card to support our local restaurants. 2,000 Acts of Kindness. $100,000 going to our Fisher restaurants. So they're buying gift cards from their local restaurants.
Like the gift card challenge.
Yeah, kind of like our gift card challenge. And then what they're doing is if you do something that's like noteworthy, they give you a $50 gift card as a reward, which is kind of cool.
That's really cool. I like that.
And it's a really neat idea. So shovel a neighbor's driveway, send a letter of encouragement to a friend, hold the door for a stranger, find opportunities to serve others in new ways, and let us showcase what our community is all about. I love that idea.
So what, you hold the door open for somebody, you're supposed to write a letter to them and say, hey, I did this. Can
It
you
reminds
give me
me
a gift
of,
card?
do you remember Funny Farm with Chevy Chase?
Yeah, it was a great movie.
At the end of the movie, when they're all, anytime anybody that gets caught doing an act of kindness, we're going to give you a bonus. And people are walking by and they're all giving their names and addresses. That's kind of what I'm thinking it is. You hold the door open, and as you hold the door open, people are walking in. You're like, my name is John Small. My address is. I'm not really sure what the mechanism is.
Yeah, I don't know how you go
out.
about getting that, but
I've got a link to the story, though, and it is a neat idea. I don't know if this is something that we could do everywhere, but it certainly is a cool idea. In the show notes, you can find it, all of the details, at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
goodbye, Heidi.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.